Hello, welcome back to me playing Monster Prom. I'm Cupcake, Quinn, whatever you want to call me. And we're here playing some Monster Prom. Had a disappointing loss last time, though not totally unexpected. Just kind of happens, right? The coolest reality show would be people in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs, and society wins. 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge, seducing a potato into marriage, somehow. 8 rich people fight in a weekly challenge to see who's the best at giving money to me. Let's go ahead and do money. Let's do money. I'm feeling it. You're elected president for a day. What's the first law you pass? Trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws, so this is a trick question. Or are you just being an idiot? You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. The amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. What would be your dream first date? Crimes. An art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure. Wild party in international waters. Sweaty and manly wrestling match. A lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon. A professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice. Let's go for Vera. How am I doing, you ask? I am doing fine. Thank you very much for asking. Straw man. Prepping for Thanksgiving. Alright, let's take a look at our stats. We got 4 boldness and charm. Let's do boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Later, you come across Damien and Vera in the hallway, nonchalantly holding a locker shut with all their strength. The locker has a sign on it that says, "Nothing to see here," and is screaming, "Shut the hell up, you!" Adorable, fluffy little. Fluffy! You see, we're spending some quality time with our new pet. Isn't that right, Damien? From somewhere within the locker, you hear, "My parents will pay you anything!" before Damien kicks the door. "Yeah, that's right. Adorable, quiet Fluffy, who's going to stay quiet if he knows what's good for him." You know, I don't really have a great track record with pets. I had some mice for half a day, but my hair ate all of them. Sure would be a shame if our new pet died before we receive the true joy of pet ownership. Yes, exactly. The sweet, sweet bank account filling filthy rich, making joy of pet ownership. Surely you have lots of knowledge about pet care. Why not share some of it? Of course. You know what pets love? Hardcore death metal all the time to drown out their noises. If you love something, set it free. Just implant a tracking device first. Now there's a scheme I can get behind, in front of, and all over. If our beloved pet believes he has his freedom, he'll stop struggling so much. Yeah, all good pet owners microchip then, and we'll keep close tabs on and make sure he doesn't get hit by a car or impregnate the neighborhood pets. And we can knock him out first so he doesn't even know he's microchipped. It'll be smooth sailing right up until our pet is housebroken. Or at least some kind of broken. I have so much confidence in this plan that I'm going to go ahead and order those blood diamond earrings. The suffering of the laborers makes them so much sparklier. Oh, the joy of knowing that crime truly does pay. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. We're having fun, aren't we? Alright. Vera and Scott. As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a forkful of quinoa to her mouth. She brings lunch from home. When... Food, fork, 6, 8, who do we... Deliciate, eating, yay, eating! Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I could see why my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't not be it. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheering for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera in the walk-in freezer. The problem is obviously that we aren't dressed as a giant salad. Food should want to be eaten by Vera. She is hot despite her snake hair. Oh, duh. It's just like when we cheer for the other team to lose instead of cheering for our team to win. Yes, I invented that cheerleading strategy. It gives us a huge psychological edge against teams that hate losing. I'm gonna go try it right now. Those vegetables are gonna get so inspired. Scott runs off to the kitchen to inspire the vegetables. You can still hear his muffled shouting from the back, but it's not bad. Thanks. Now I can enjoy this quinoa and baby tears salad without unwanted encouragement. For the next week, all the cafeteria food seems extremely eager to get into your mouth. Cheerleading really works. Charm. Bust up Archer. Every time. I don't have money for you. I need to keep my money. I need to keep my money so the hot snake lady will want to bang me. Give me my charm. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. You see Miranda and Vera chatting away, their eyes gleaming the gleam of scheming. Crowd surfs isn't doing nearly as well as I thought it would. Oh, if it isn't green. Would you like to be a customer? Once upon a time, surfs were only for the rich and fabulous, like Vera and myself. But now, thanks to our app CrowdSurfs, you too can have your very own crowd-funded surf. The app is being generously funded by my royal family, who wish for everyone to experience the joys of royalty and get richer off of it. I think our business might be failing because the surfs are simply not high enough quality to maintain customer interest. The surfs need to have more enthusiasm for their jobs. We need to recruit from the right locations. Don't be upset. If there's one thing being royalty has taught me, and there's definitely more than one, it's that you can trick anyone into doing anything as long as you give them the right incentives. But why not start with the easily manipulated in the first place? What do you think? Green. Vera's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around at a leather daddy convention? Miranda has a point. Everyone wants to win. Host an unpaid labor competition where the prize is doing more unpaid labor. Vera's right. Ooh, I like that quite a bit. Excuse me, but if there were conventions for daddies, I'm quite sure that I would know about them. My father is one of the most powerful dads I know, so if he was not invited, just stop there, Miranda. Trust me. How does this sound? Free lifetime of submission. Dirty talk guaranteed. Dress code. Come as you are. Vera, with the help of a confused Miranda, goes to the next leather daddy convention in town. The next time you see Vera and Miranda, they seem even more upset. There you are, Green. Your leather daddies have sabotaged our entire business. Our complaint box is completely flooded. Serfs who are too busy saying yes, sir, and yes, mistress, to the point of our clients' annoyance. Serfs who intentionally shirk all tasks and then declare that they're a bad, bad serf who needs to be punished. Serfs who complete their tasks but come back out of breath and covered in something sticky. Who knew there was such a thing as a peasant being too enthusiastic about their unpaid labor? Well, Green should have, since they are such a fetish expert. And in this case, that is not meant as a compliment. The yikesiest of yikes. Vera storms off in disgust. While you lose 2 money you cost them and 1 charm. Well, damn. Things are spiced. Vera's tough. Maybe we should just start hitting that money. Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch because you can drink whatever the hell you want at this school, but Scott's not making it easy for her. Hey Vera, what you drinking? Scotch. Why? Because it smells like a delicious forest fire and I'm curious. What's it called? Scotch. Yeah? No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch. Yeah? No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scott's? That's just what it's called. Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as is possible to be. I'm the most Scot. No, God. What will it take to get you to drop this issue? Scott's not gonna drop it unless you do something, so you cut it and say, yeah, it's called Scott's, but today is opposite day, so everything that is Scott's is actually Vera's. You're right, Scott, the drink is your birthright. Chug, 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 chug. It's actually Vera's because it's opposite day. Don't you mean today isn't opposite day? No. I'm not sorry, not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink. Wink. Wait, time out. If everything that's Scott's is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all my stuff? Yes. Oh, okay. And does Vera have to give me all of her stuff? Sure, unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by cleverly disguised shell companies. Now hand over your wallet. Okay. Boy, opposite day is sure the best, ain't it? Sure is. After Scott leaves you alone, you and Vera definitely don't spend all his money on cocaine. Vera likes cocaine, huh? Alright. We need money. Because we lost money. That day you spend some time on the library PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain 10,000 money. Or 100,000 money. But almost everything goes to cover costs and you only keep 2 money. Afterwards, you discover you've been poisoned and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out. There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise, and I need a consigliere. The idea is simple, yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps, and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor... Oh, differentiate yourself by being the only surface that offers free-range organic murders. Viral marketing, literally. Tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. This is creative. This seems smart. I have higher creativity. You know, you might be onto something here. I can see it now. Locally sourced knives, farm to sternum pitchforks, gluten-free pistols, and the corpses. The corpses will make superb compost for our bespoke poison nursery. Did someone say the words local, organic, gluten-free, and bespoke? Yes, all those meaningless words and more can be yours if you sign up for my new assassination app. Sorry, I'm strictly opposed to violence as it goes against the poetry of the soul. The poisons are brewed in small batches. Alright, fine. I'll try to think of someone I want to kill. If you want to just give me money, I can select someone to kill on your behalf. Well, okay, as long as it's organic. As Vera accepts Liam's cash, you can tell that this is the only the start of a long and fruitful business partnership. Vera splits the earnings with you, and you gain 2 smarts and 1 money. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's do it, baby. Cats in the library and the silver spoon. We're gonna go boost our charm. A day an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain 2 charm. After the game, you spot Vera desperately trying to ignore Coach. You go over to see if you can help. I'm just trying to help you be your best self, Vera. That's what custom workouts are for. Why would I need to do that? I'm already better than everyone else. Maybe, but are you better than yourself? No. How is that even possible? With custom workouts. Workouts give us buff arms and strong hands. So that we can strangle our past selves. So we can hug our present selves and shake hands with our future. Coach is a very optimistic person. Oh, I like mine better. But even so, the custom workout you suggested is not for me. You don't like the million push-up system? Oh, okay, you can make up your own workout. Just think of something you're good at and a workout to make you even better at it. Vera's thinking, but you already know the perfect workout. You shout, deadlifts. You'll need the strength when you're lifting bags of gold coins out of your enemy's vaults. Burpees. They make your nails look incredible for some reason. Deadlifts. Ah, deadlifts. The lifts of the dead. Even better than alive lifts. Yeah, that's great. You mentioned lifting bags of gold. Well, sure. You can deadlift bags of gold, but there are many other things to deadlift as well. Like barbells, groceries, small children, mid-sized sedans. Right. Are any of those things made of gold, or at least coated in gold? Well, no, not usually, but we can. Then why don't we start with bags of gold for now? Great idea. And then we can work our way up to other, bigger bags of gold. Yes. Coach has no choice but to divert some of the school's budget to purchasing workout quality bags of gold doubloons. You steal some and gain 2 money and 1 boldness. We got money. We got money out the yin-yang, baby. Pretty sure this is the most money I've ever had in this game. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now. It's nothing personal, Green. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish, too. Not buying things for people. Having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you own as much asset as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. It seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe the random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. Can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave. That would increase our income exponentially immediately, which are two of my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain. I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining. But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid, where we don't have to deal with lowlives, who cares? I think I'll just go check on my toilet wine. Oh, don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time, actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. They'll start at Dirt Slave. And then, sorry, I just had to check something. And then, if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a pathetic ground slave. And then they can work their way all the way up to gold, diamond, platinum, salcow, mocha, grand supreme slave. This was a great idea, Green. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit. Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit. Vera sharing her cash flow is like third base for her. Awesome! Yeah. Week 3 evening. Our fun's low. Cat's in the auditorium. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there were like 300 people. Someone's demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Between the class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP. I'm so glad you could come. I have another crime problem which would benefit from your insight. Thanks to your input, murder has cornered the market in app-based assassinations. And yet, the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these chauvinist goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. Quit crime. They'll come crawling back to see once they see how bad it is without you. Write a song about it. I'll help. Ooh, neither of these answers are very good. This is a bold play. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. Oh, it's charming. You know, if this advice was coming from anyone other than you, I'd ignore it. But you haven't been wrong yet. Fine. As of today, I'm quitting crime. I'll let the other bosses know. I'm sure they'll be so pleased. A few days later, you're getting a manicure with Vera when Gunbozo Gianetti, arch humorist of the deranged clown assembly, bursts in weeping. Well, either he's weeping or he's got a sad face painted on his regular face. It's hard to tell with clowns. What are you doing here, Bozo? Didn't they tell you I quit crime? Gunbozo makes a series of gestures, honks and quacks. Clownish. Luckily, Vera's fluent. What's that you say? The world of crime is a wreck without me? Do tell. He says nobody's been able to get a good poison since I retired. Everyone's money is frightfully unlaundered. Plus half the bosses are dead because the letters I sent out announcing my sabbatical were full of vicious fungal spores. Well, I had no idea you were all so miserable without me. You can tell the bosses I'm back in the game. Gunbozo leaps up in the air and clicks the heels of his enormous red shoes. I love you too, Bozo. We'll have a gang war to celebrate. See you on the battlefield. Gunbozo runs out of the nail salon and piles into his tiny car with his 20 closest friends. Vera looks at you dumbstruck. I must say, I never thought this would work. You truly are a loyal advisor. Oh, if only you could be more than just an advisor. But you can't risk sharing your true feelings. Better just take the 2 smarts and 1 money and move on. We're doing good. We've got decent stats. We've got money coming up. We don't need any class. Let's do creativity. That day, while rehearsing the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. As you walk down the hallway of the shadow of death... No, I'm kidding. As you walk down the hallway, trying to beat a level of Bone Crush on your phone, you run smack into Vera, also engrossed in her phone. Sure, feel free to read over my shoulder. You wouldn't understand the charts anyway. Miranda's been mouthing off about being a princess again, as if that's so amazing. She's a princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish shit. You know what's not underwater? This school. Why should birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense. And using all these factors, I've divided the school into cools and uncools. Now I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncools. Uncool students should have to carry cool students from class to class on chaises. Rotting squids should be thrown at uncool students to remind them of how uncool they are. Chaises. I do worry about my shoes getting scuffed up. Getting from class to class. Those cockatrice scale pumps cost $2,000. What am I supposed to do? Walk in them? A few days later, you see Vera being carried from Apparitions 3 to AP Fearmongering on a started couch. But right before your horrified eyes, the hands fall off the Frankenstein's monster carrying her, sending Vera toppling to the ground. Damn, should have gone with the rotted squid. Ow! Damn it! My snakes are all twisted up in one another. It took my reptile dresser hours to get my look right. Whose dumb idea was it to put my physical safety in the hands of someone too stupid to become cool? That would be you. Better flee the scene before she notices your stupid idea having face. You lose 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Well, I thought it was a good idea. Vera and Damien. You find Vera sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food, as usual. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table, and also some organs. Not bad, but I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. A dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Vera's pile.
Income? You mean this stuff? This is just what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them.
And this is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into. But I agree, the money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, I always am looking to improve efficiency.
Have you tried developing business contracts in hell? Your victims will be even more terrified if they know your death won't save them.
Yeah, but that doesn't work on the undead. For those, you need a priest.
A priest? You know how my family feels about priests? I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's got to be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once!
And to make money at the same time. I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism. Set the building on fire and charge an exit fee. Trick everyone in the cafeteria into having an orgy, then film it. Blackmail in bulk. Simple, elegant, and raunchy. I like your style.
But how are you going to trick a whole room full of people into having an orgy?
Don't tell me you don't know how to do that.
Is this something you do all the time?
Is this something you don't do all the time? I thought you were a prince of hell.
Yeah, but I'm a prince of the burny part of hell, not the sexy part of hell.
That explains it. Well, to answer your question, this is a room full of high schoolers. A slight breeze could instigate an orgy. Although the succubus sauce I snuck into the sloppy joes won't hurt either. It certainly doesn't. You and Vera and Damien retreat to a safe distance to film the sexy carnage, and avoid the fluids. Alright, we're doing okay. Cats in the library, silver spoon. And the little boy's going to the bathroom. I'm hilarious. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold that you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in a mirror. What's the merit in that? Rude dog. You know what? You keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Excuse me. Throat's a little dry. Hydration. Vera is trying to teach you and Scott how to play craps when you hear an all too familiar howl. Guys, the wolf pack is here. It's my family and teammates, the wolf pack. Yes, wonderful. I'm sure they're here to share their latest intellectual achievements. What's up, my dogs? It's been so long since we've seen the wolf pack that I can't remember. Hey guys, Vera was just... That's cool. So, guess who's got a hot date lined up this weekend? Oh, don't tell me. I've got this. Is it you? Bingo, broski. Turns out online dating is super easy. Yeah, the secret is just be hot like me. Sure. Or you can use an actor's face and body instead of your own face and body on the dating website. That's what we did. Aren't you worried about the potential consequences of that? Like what's going to happen when your date realizes you're not actually handsome McStrong pecs. How did you know what actor we chose? Apparently, the wolf pack is George Takei. And what are we gonna do? That is a very real problem that we never considered. Luckily, you're an expert at online dating and at lying. You share them with the perfect solution. Or you share with them the perfect solution. Spend the entire date inside a cardboard refrigerator box covered in question marks. Mystery is alluring. Just... my throat. Just be yourself. But first tear off the actor's face and wear it so you yourself will have the same handsome face as the actor. Spend the entire date in a cardboard box. That's a great idea. We can even write handsome McStrong pecs on the box to make it extra convincing. But how are you all gonna fit inside one big box? Oh, that's easy, Scott. We're athletes. We'll just sit on each other's shoulders. Oh, thank goodness. The one flaw in this plan cleverly solved. The wolf pack happily goes off to find a cardboard box and you congratulate yourself on a job well done. But the next morning you wake up to a troubling newspaper headline. Internet date ruined by a stack of wolves wearing cardboard box. Scott and Vera will never let you hear the end of this. You lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Our stats are not looking spiced. I'm gonna slam money and hope. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it works. Anyway, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. As you survey the library, you notice Vera, whose snakes are hissing and spitting as she glares at her computer monitor. This shit is getting so old. Every time I go on a dark arts forum, I have to deal with sexist trolls, trying to call me out and prove that I'm a fake dark arts girl. Oh yeah? You like Lich Kings so much? Name 3 of their earliest curses. You probably just take pictures of yourself with cursed artifacts to get attention. As if I can't want to murder people in obscure occult ways just because I'm female. Please. I'm so sick of dealing with this sexist bullshit when all I want to do is use magic to make people suffer. I don't even know what to do. You should write a heated essay decrying sexism. An essay so heated it melts the eyeballs of anyone who reads it. You don't need to prove your love of the dark arts, just go out and enjoy them. And also, I should totally come with you. Ooh. Neither of these are gonna end well. I feel it. This one. Oh, that worked. Okay. That is an excellent idea. I can start by giving background context and talking about RuneGate. When that siren published a book of runes and everyone got way too obsessed with looking into the lives of all the men she's drowned. And then I go on to explain that this is what women in the dark arts face every day, and that no one believes we can use curses. And that's where I'll lay the curse that will melt everyone's eyeballs out. I think I'll start by talking about how hard women work to be taken seriously while draining the pigment from their irises. Then I'll move on to explaining how damaging sexist attitudes are while having flames consume their pupils. Quick as a fierce feminist flash, Vera has published her essay online. It goes viral with literally impossible speed. An essay that literally melted my eyeballs out? So painful and so dark artsy. This gal really knows her stuff, writes one chupacabra. I will never see women as unworthy of the dark arts ever again, says a formerly sexist sea serpent. I will never see women at all. I will never see anything. I have no eyeballs. Woke. Writes a lich because he's blind now and can't see the keyboard, which you assume means I may have lost my vision, but I have gained a new perspective. Wow, I have no ideas. Many minds. How many minds I could change just with my writing. It's like they say, have the serenity to accept the things you can't change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know when to melt some sexist assholes' eyes out of their faces. Look, Buzz Feasting on Brains published an article about the 10 most savage points in my essay, and how also to make your corneas stop melting down your face. Let's read it together. Aw, the friends who melt people's eyeballs together go to prom together? That's a saying, right? Whatever. 2 boldness and +1 fun are yours. Okay. We might get this yet. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Yo, Lefty! Gobble that mouse! No, watch out for wiggles coming up from behind! Use that tongue! Go! He does this every week or so, whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake-eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realized that an actual snake-eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake. Those aren't their names. No matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling, boring! This is nothing compared to earthworm eating contests. Snake, eat that food and stay awake! Boring. What? There's a more exciting sport than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yeah, earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time, with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Rude dog! Rude dog! Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere? There's dirt so many places. So many places that aren't here. Get going. Sports that game. Or whatever. I will, Vera. I will. I swear one of these days he's going to decide choking on his own food is a sport and die. While you hope Scott doesn't actually die, the main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice. Alright. We need some smarts. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monsters, nonsense, and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending the class is supposed to be the primary activity of this high school. You gain 2 smarts. You see Vera looking at her phone. She's obviously pissed, so you decide to go talk to her. Not another dick pic. I mean, I know that's what you've got to expect when you look as stunning as I do all the time, but still, not fond of dick pics. Not at all. When are guys going to learn? Dicks look gross. Sending me a picture of your dick is not a treat for me. I'm not going to frame it and put it on my wall. I'm going to put it in a folder called Sad Losers, then delete the folder, and then I'll probably set the phone on fire, just in case. Hey, you're pretty unpleasant, right? Help me figure out what to say to this guy so he'll stop trying to make me look at his wiener. Go for the burn. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing anything. Does your phone have a zoom function? Or maybe a microscope attachment? Destroy his life. Photoshop all the pics into a silly-looking monster, then make it the star of a weird kid show and make millions with it. You make a joke out of him, become rich, and you own the copyrights to his dick. So your solution is to this is for me to make a career out of it. You do realize that you're basically making it so I'll have to spend the rest of my life depending on this fool's dick. And if we get lucky and he doesn't send me any more, I need to start asking for them. I would be financially married to this dude's dick. Does that sound good to you, genius? Be my guest and go marry his dick yourself. Huh, that definitely backfired. Next time let's not try to mix dick pics and kids. That doesn't seem like a smart move. You lose 2 fun and 1 creativity. We're not doing too good. Our creativity is low. We go be creative. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you were struck with the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain 2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. Well, other players, there are none of you. It's just me. Call me by my name. Good. Soon after, you hurry away to join Vera for an after-school rendezvous. She's arranged a romantic evening at the stock exchange? There you are. I'm so happy you've joined me here that I've momentarily forgotten my hatred for all beings. You... what? You thought we were going to dinner? No, silly. How am I supposed to make profit at dinner? If you're hungry, just eat some money. There's plenty of it flying around. Look, I invited you here because I wanted to share something really special with you. You see all these people here? These sociopaths screaming at each other in $10,000 suits? This is my family. Well, not literally. I never met my birth parents. It's more like a room full of my worst enemies. But what's family after all, but a room full of your enemies? Anyway, enough chit-chat. The real reason I brought you here was to help me make money. Make with the stock tips. You know absolutely nothing about the stock market, but that's never stopped you before. You tell her. Buy 1 of everything. Sell it all. All we need is each other. No. Buy 1 of everything. 1 of everything? How could you be so brilliant? If I buy 1 of every stock, no matter which one goes up, I'll have a share of it. My profits are assured. Wait, what are you doing over there, tearing off that stockbroker's suspenders? Are you... My God, you're even cleverer than I thought. You didn't mean I should buy 1 of every stock. You meant I should buy 1 of everything. And you didn't mean buy, you meant steal. You, sir, your pants. Give them to me. Don't argue with me. I have snakes for hair. You and Vera dash around the room, stealing suit jackets, gold watches, silk underwear, and a very nice potted plant. I've never felt more alive. Did you know that 90% of paper money contains traces of cocaine? There was more than money in that money salad you guys just ate. You gained 2 creativity and 1 money. Okay. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Vera and Miranda. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch. A single, very suspicious-looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with an unhealthy purple light. Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination. It also has a skull on it and smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for over 100 years. You literally just admitted it's poison. I know, and I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Tell me she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. You don't need to eat that apple. Princess should be eating poison apples so that you'll kiss them. What a marvelous idea. If the princes are asleep, I shall be able to assist them fully before making a selection. Come to think of it, I suppose this is why the princes prefer sleeping damsels to begin with. God, royal marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market. In my kingdom, it's more of a fish market. In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poison apples to all nearby princes forthwith. Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed by your enlightened opinions on gender and poison. Alright. Let's go earn a bit more money. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and gain 2 money. Your mind's barely on what you're doing, though. All you're really concerned about is your situation with Vera. Throughout her latest gang war, you've been her closest and most trusted advisor, maybe too close. You're worried Vera's become so dependent on your advice, she's blind to your true romantic intentions. If only you had the courage to tell her how you really feel. After all, you don't want to end up like in the advisor zone. You're so lost in thoughts of unrequited love, you hardly notice Vera sneaking up on you. Maybe that's also because of the invisibility cloak you helped her pick out. There you are. I was just going to pick you up. We've got a date tonight. A date? Then perhaps your affections aren't unrequited. With the heads of Monster City's major crime factions to celebrate the end of the latest gang war. You're such a good and loyal advisor. I couldn't imagine going without you. Right, of course. Trying to hide your disappointment, you accompany Vera to the peace conference. But soon, you can have horse racing, but if you think I'm giving up on murder's monopoly, you've got your head so far up your ass it's popped back out your shirt collar. Larry the actual crocodile snaps his fangs. Gunbozo Gianetti of the Deranged Clown Assembly honks in disapproval. Timmy the Knife Baby chews his rattle menacingly. Alright, you scumbag, settle down. But it's too late. Larry the Croc unveils a wicked machine gun, Gunbozo makes a rocket launcher out of twisted balloons, and Timmy the Knife Baby produces a lot of knives. Hey, advisor, a little help here. If you don't save Vera now, you'll never have a chance to confess your feelings. So take a deep breath and confess your feelings. Kiss Larry the Croc on his big crocodile mouth. Fuck it. If you're not gonna get with Vera, you might as well get it on with the freaky crocodile, dude. You lock lips? What are you doing? Are you trying to bite his teeth off? Or are you... Oh wow. Larry the Croc is even more surprised than Vera. He and the other crime lords drop their weapons in amazement, giving Vera the perfect opportunity to shoot them all with her own akimbo Uzis. Ha 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 ha! Love conquers all, suckers. Now wipe the blood and crocodile saliva off Green. I'm taking you out to dinner. Oh, don't blush. I know you were just trying to make me jealous by making out with that dangerous crime reptile. But you know what? It totally worked. With Vera as the new king of crime in your city, anything is possible. She even gets you plastic surgery to cover up the croc bites. You gain 2 charm and 1 fun. Yo! We made the right choice! Let's see. Will Vera love us? Probably not. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Prom. You know what, my dear advisor? I think lately I'm focusing too much on all our crime adventures. It's nice to be rich and feared, but what's the point if I don't get to enjoy life from time to time? So I have the feeling prom night could be a great way to unwind. What do you advise me to do? And then she winks at you. That's so rare that we don't even have art of her doing it. Also because she has her eye covered. In the end, you and Vera have a lovely evening together, followed by lots of thrilling crime adventures. Yo, I think this is a secret ending! Vera starts falling for you. She values how you respect her individuality and even support her career by being her trusted advisor. The two of you do a great job of juggling being partners in both love and crime, mostly because Vera's great at everything she does, or so she reminds you constantly. Also, she reminds you that the two of you may be partners in love, but in crime you're still superior and advisor. But that's Vera for you. And under all that ferocious confidence, you can also perceive a deep respect for you. So beautiful. Crime is always the answer. I'm the most likely to become a lasagna?
Yes.
Yo, we did get a secret ending. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love and battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy business. But no one really does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Miranda used her vast knowledge of surfs to get a job handpicking the best surfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving surfs to do the work. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Ha ha! Oh, we are cleaning up lately. We're getting some love. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this video. I would appreciate it if you click the subscribe button if you haven't, and the like button as well. Both of those things cost you virtually nothing, and they make me feel good. So just do it, please. Leave a comment too. Let me know how I'm doing. I'd like to know. And with all that said, I will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.